Welcome back to the channel. The project on hand here is we've got the drywall installed on half of this garage. It's a two-car garage. It's got a steel I-beam supporting the roof. It's got a steel I-beam over the overhead garage door. We've got 2x4 studs, 2x8 rafters. There's R19 insulation in the ceiling faced, and there's R13 in the walls. We've got our drywall on, and I want to do the first coat of tape and mud, and I want to see how this goes. I want to see, the reason I'm breaking this up in halves and not continuing is the difficulty. We've got a little mezzanine loft thing that was in here that we put in here to give us a little more storage. Kind of in the wrong order. Should have done the other work first, but we did that several years ago. My brother helped me. We've got a dryer duct up there that needs to be hooked up. It's a dryer duct, but it goes to a bathroom vent, exhaust vent. I want to wait till I get the wall done before I finish that off. Some of the wiring is new. We placed in there, but we got to do something with the supports on this so that I can do a good job drywalling it. And what else? There's just stuff in the way. So if I break this up in halves, this will complete it so that I can use a lift, get a car in here, get the tractor in here, get the chains put on the tractor for the snowfall coming up here. And we can start doing a little bit of work. We can take the toolboxes, move them over here on this side. We can start to clean up the area to be able to get to work. Get started on doing some work. So follow along in this. I'm going to start mudding, taping. I'll probably do a lot of time lapse because this is so boring once you get started. Now, this all-purpose joint compound, it's like a 4.5 gallon. It used to run $13 at Lowe's. Is now up near 20. I don't know if it's $26 now. It's getting a little out of hand. Things are all about doubled. I've got a roll of 500 tape there. I don't remember what that's at now. But I went on Marketplace, just snooping around, and there was a man that was remodeling his house, and he had 5 buckets of this all-purpose, 2 rolls of 500-foot tape, 1 roll of the corner tape, and 1 20-pound, it was 15-pound bag of 20-minute fast set for $75. So I jumped on that. It was just up the road a couple miles. Got a deal on that. So that works great for this garage. So I'm going to mix this up. We'll see. It hasn't been froze. He just recently got it. He said he's not going to return it. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to get set up here on our scaffold. I want to do the corners first. Some of this drywall was on the Colpack, and it had damaged corners, is why they throw it on the Colpack and you get it for a few bucks. So I got to fix a couple seams where the cracks are. And then, I don't know, this is going to go pretty good, I think. I want to get at least 1 coat on, see how nice it looks. I might end up trying to be careful and do 2 or 3 coats and get it nice and smooth. It's only a garage. I just want to air seal it. That'll keep the dust out, whatever. And down here on the base, I probably won't do anything with that yet. I got to do some woodworking, cover up the rest of the block. I don't know why they cheapened out, didn't use a wide board. I did do flashing, fire code, and painted and everything over here by the stove before I put the tin up. But, so this is my reflector shields held off about 2 inches off the wall. See it up there? I don't know if you can see it, but... And this doesn't, the stove's on now. It's nice and warm. You see it's cherry red. And this is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't even feel heat off it. So this is going to work great. I'm not going to use the stove when I'm doing a project like a fuel pump, a gas tank, painting, like oil-based spray painting or something. That's a nice heat source to use up our firewood we got from our woods. And, hopefully I'm going to make this a nice little workshop. I want to do some benches in here. Maybe some drop-down benches so it gives me room to roll my seat. So when I'm working on brakes or something, And then I want to do some woodworking projects in here, things like that. But I'm not going to use the stove when it's dust or, flammables, whatever. I'll use it if I'm going to tinker on something. But let's get started. I'll set you up on time lapse. I don't know. It's going to get kind of boring. But I want to see what this is going to look like. I think over the overhead door, I'm going to finish framing that off, tuck some insulation in the I-beam. That's like a 12-inch I-beam like above. And box that all off. And that'll give me a good spot to either put a shelf up there above the door. Be a good place to use the space. Because this is a lot of things I want to put in here, but I want to get them better than before. Because before, that's how it ends up, in a pile somewhere. And I want to get them on shelves. I want to get that mezzanine loft usable, get some shelving up there, put lighter items up there that, I don't use often. And follow along with the series, guys. All right, I got the bucket open. It's pretty nice stuff, nice and moist. I'm going to take my tools up, get a bucket. Let's see what I got out here. I got a corner trowel, paper tape knife. I got a hawk. I got to get my pan and knife, and I got a drop light. I slid the scaffolding over, and I'm going to see how much I can reach and get done. I want to put it on as smooth as possible. Oh, I better take up a screw gun or driver in case there's a couple of screws down, and see how far we get. All right, now I got the first coat over on this area. Got the corners done. The scaffolding is a little easier to work on and put a lot of stuff up there, but it's hard to pull it around. I have to get down and move it. But I think this is going to work out pretty good. I think one coat would look okay, but I'm probably going to do two on it anyway, so we can cover up the tape good. And it's going good. Okay, I got one coat on everything. It's taped, looks halfway decent. Fixed a couple little spots like that one. And we got this wall done, the ceiling all done on this side of the garage. We got half of the garage done and this end wall. And now, because it's the green, the all-purpose, I'm going to wait at least a day. Let this dry good. With this wood stove, it should dry good in here. And then I can take the knife and I'll just wipe it, get any little bumps off, and I'll put a skim coat on there. 2 coats might be enough. It's not going to look pretty. I don't care. I just want to get this sealed up. And then we'll pick out some paint. I've got about, 30 to 50 gallons of miscellaneous paint. Might mix it together and get one color. You know, we're staying on this budget of cheap. So I like to use what I have. and I like to get inexpensive materials if we can. But that joint compound and tape, that was a good buy. The drywall, some of those sheets were on the call pack. I might have paid $1 or $2 for them. That was a good buy. And screws, I also got them on Marketplace. I think they're $25 for 5 pounds now, and I think I paid $4 a box or something for them. And so everything's on a budget here. Once we get it painted, we can put the covers on. We can start moving things back. Like I said, I want to do some wood trim on here and around the door, around the window, and then around this pole to support this I-beam also. I'll box that in and paint, and we'll be ready to rock in here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next clip.